2, 1. Well, thanks for joining us for Let's Be Clear. We're out in Cedar Point right now, out in Sandusky, and we have the GM of Cedar Point joining us, Jason McClure. Thanks so much. First, I got to say thank you as a Marshall grad for sitting down with a Mountaineer. I appreciate that.
There you go.
I thought if you did any research, you would have canceled last second.
No. You know, I grew up a big Mountaineer fan.
Okay.
Still a Mountaineer fan. So I think you can be both.
Okay, you can.
Yes.
It's kind of like the cousin rivalry,
but
right?
when it's head-to-head, it's a different story. It's all Thundering Herd then.
Absolutely. So you kind of had an interesting path out here to Cedar Point. You had a finance background, and you kind of slowly made your way into amusement parks. Give me an idea of what it was about amusement parks that drew you to that field.
Yeah, for sure. I started out, my career at Ernst & Young after I graduated Marshall, was in finance, and my wife and I were looking to move out of West Virginia, try something new, and I said, I could be an accountant for any business, so let's go somewhere where the business is fun. It's more than just, sprockets and those kind of things. I can touch and feel it. I've always been that kind of guy. I liked businesses that you can touch and feel and be a part of, and was fortunate enough to land down in Carowinds in Charlotte, North Carolina in the finance department there.
Made your way up here. So just a reminder, if you're first time watching Let's Be Clear here on Channel 3, basically this is how it works. You give us your questions for Jason. I'm going to be kind of the conduit and get your questions to him, and as many as we can fit in his time that we have him. So you can put them in whether you're watching on YouTube, on Twitter, on Facebook, on any of our social platforms. Comment in the questions, and we'll get into them. I want to look right now, because we do post ahead of time a lot of times what's coming up. And some of the questions started coming in right away when they heard you. And you probably know this is coming. How do you determine your ticket prices?
Ticket pricing and pricing for the business is a complicated process, right? We definitely have capacity goals that we want to take in mind. Cedar Fair, publicly traded company, so we got to take care of our investors and make sure we meet their requirements. But we want to balance out the park experience for our guests, right? We want to have a certain amount of volume, don't want it to be too overcrowded, but we definitely want to hit our revenue goals by making it accessible to as many people as we can.
You get the new thing this year with this Season Fast Pass.
Right, yeah.
Some people are saying this is great, I can't wait. Some people saying it's over $800, that's a lot of money.
It is.
How do you come up with that sort of number?
Yeah, so with Fastlane, the season-long Fastlane, we were watching our sister parks, right? They all implemented it first. Fastlane is popular here at Cedar Point because we've got the best rides, the best coaster package. We wanted to make sure that we put in the right kind of program and see how it went in our sister parks first. It's a small percentage of park guests that it's available for, so we priced it kind of appropriate for that. We know it's a limited quantity that'll be available, so we did want to control that demand so that the guest experience for all our guests when they visit Cedar Point is strong.
I want to. So you test this out on other places.
Yes.
Do you test anything else out there too before you bring it up here? How does this process work when you're going to implement something new? I imagine you're already looking at probably like 2022 right now about what's coming down the line. How does that process start, and where does it eventually, before it ends up here?
It's a real opportunity we have being part of Cedar Fair and having 11 parks across the country that we can test different things at different parks. Every one of our parks has its own kind of distinct personality, for sure. We relate with our guests different than, this is the 4th park I've been at, so all 4 parks I've been at have a different kind of relationship with their customer, with the guest. But we test a lot of different things, whether it's a pricing initiative or a pricing strategy. Dining plan was something that we tested a few years ago. We 3 parks tested kind of a different way of doing the dining plan, different ways, and took the best practice from that experience and rolled it out to all the parks from there. So pricing and guest offerings are the things that we can kind of test the most. Rides, sometimes we do that as well. Right? We'll put in a ride or a new technology in a ride, and some of those we're going to do here first because of the type of ride that it is. If you're looking at a record breaker, it's going to happen here at Cedar Point. Some emerging technology, it's easier to test at a smaller park and see how it works there, how they can handle the volume, because when it comes here, we want to make sure it can handle a good volume of guests.
Who's in that room? When you're starting a ride out from its birth, who's in there? Is it engineers and saying, well, and you come in and you go, I want it to be this high, and they're saying, well, we can't do that. Or who's all in there when this thing starts, the wheels start turning on?
I get the fun role in that room. I get to say, make it higher, right? Make it higher, figure it out. We have a great internal team. Planning and design team that we'll work with who have a lot of experience in building attractions and rides, engineers, architects, but we really rely on a lot of partners in our industry. We will, when we built Steel Vengeance and did that conversion, we had different coaster manufacturers do proposals for what to do with that space. So we would meet with them individually, talk about the space and the opportunity, and then once we make a best decision on what's good for our guests at Cedar Point, we connect and work through that whole process with them. So we have our corporate executive teams part of it, our corporate planning and design, and then representatives from here at Cedar Point.
I want to get to some questions that are coming in online here and check down. So let's see. Christina is asking about any deals or discounts that she can find for admission.
Yeah, so we always have a lot of different deals and discounts out there. I think that's one of the neat things about Cedar Point, depending on time of year, on when you're available to come. And right now we've got a really good new promotion that we have, which is our wild card. And for $59.99, you can buy that now and come to Cedar Point as many times as you want up into June 30th.
Okay.
So it's kind of an early season offer. It's a new test that we're doing for something that is only at the front end of the season. But that, for $59.99 to come out as many times as you can in May and June once the park opens, that's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, a lot of people have plans later in the summer, so this is a way for them to maybe take advantage of something that's going on earlier. Parker wants to know, any chance a slingshot over the lake is in the books?
A slingshot over the lake? If we want to slingshot Parker, we can slingshot Parker into the lake. But probably not over the lake. There's some challenges when we work with the lake and being on the water here, and Army Corps of Engineer. They may have some feelings about that, but I like those ideas. Sometimes those crazy ideas around the table, the one that we throw out and think would never happen,
you start figuring out
you
a way
come
to
back
make
at the
it.
next meeting and say, you remember who was it that said that? And before you know it, those things kind of come to reality.
So Parker, if this happens, then we know
we'll call it the Parker.
Joey wants to know what's new this year, and I know the one thing that you guys just announced was the monster truck experience. That's the main new attraction, but anything else going on? And let's talk about that too.
There's tons of new things this year at Cedar Point, and Monster Jam will be here at the beginning of the year from May 18th to June 30th, which is a really cool opportunity to get up close with some of the Monster Jam vehicles and even ride some of the Monster Jam trucks. So that's something people normally don't get to do.
Right.
We also have a new attraction in the middle of the park, our Forbidden Frontier on Adventure Island, which is something new and innovative for Cedar Point. It's a fully immersive guest experience. It's basically a live show. We have 20 citizens that live on the island, and you get an opportunity to interact with them. The story unfolds based on the guest interaction with the characters. So every day the experience is different. It's going to be a unique thing to do at Cedar Point, something we never done before that we're really excited about. We've created a whole new land there in the center of the park. Our guests are really going to like it.
You're the second oldest amusement park was it North America?
Yes, yeah, that's right.
How do you balance that history so that somebody that came here and loved it in '93 comes back and gets that same experience, but the people that live up the road that come every year keep giving them something new and different?
Yeah.
Where's that balance live?
That's a great question, because our 150th anniversary is coming up next season, so we have a lot of conversations about that. And you want to definitely respect the history of the park. There are historic buildings here that have been around since the early 1900s. My office is in the Coliseum here on the main Midway. It was built in 1905, and that building is iconic at Cedar Point. So you want to make sure that you're respectful of that. But you want to bring new things to your guests. They're always looking for new experiences. And really, the core DNA of visiting Cedar Point, though, has never really changed. It's about a time to come with your family, kind of get away from day to day, and have a good time and have fun. And that's what we talk about with our team. That's what we provide to people. We provide a good, fun experience.
Is there a juggle too? We talk about past and kind of the new technology, keeping those hand in hand. Is there a juggle too in family and thrill seeker? Because I feel like those are two different demographics. You're the roller coaster capital of the world, right? Everybody knows that, but at the same time, families like to come here as well. So where does that live?
Definitely. Yeah, when you have the best roller coaster package anywhere in the world, that's what you get known for. And we have all these world record-breaking roller coasters. But we have more rides than any park in the world. We have 70 amusement rides, only 18 of them are roller coasters. So we always want to provide family experience, a non-rider experience, as well as a thrill ride.
Yeah.
We do great with thrill rides. We kind of had the market cornered on that, and we never want to walk away from that because it's critical. Our guests expect that from us. That was what was so important with Steel Vengeance last year. But then this year, the Forbidden Frontier experience is something that families can do together from any age, and I won't say age because we have a lot of thrill seekers that are older that love the coasters too, but depending on the type of experience you want, you can do it with your family together, and we want to have those family experiences as well. The railroad is a great ride. It's a long time favorite of our park guests, and we provide many family experiences too.
Well, I mentioned too, if you make a weekend out of it, somebody lives far away,
Right.
you know, they're going to be hitting multiple different things. They don't want to just do the same thing over and over. I want to jump back online here, and let's see. Several people asking about bringing back Wild Water.
Bringing back Wild Water, you know, that's
Give us a backstory of Wild Water to people that don't know what Wild Water is.
So I'm not sure what they're talking about with Wild Water. So
if you're asking about Wild Water, maybe
give a little more
bit.
information.
Yeah.
If they're talking about an old log flume, it wasn't Wild Water, but a name close to that we had at the park. And
Okay.
anytime that we're talking about rides, it's something that we always solicit that guest feedback. Sometimes it's direct, whether it's through something like this, whether it's email, somebody stops me in the midway, or we track very closely ridership on our attractions and the type of rides and experience that our guests are doing while they're here. So 150 is a great time because we're looking through the files, looking at a lot of old rides and old experiences to think about, you know, what we could bring back to our guests from a nostalgic viewpoint, but that would still be something new and different that people would get excited about.
Let's stay there while we're there. 150 coming up next year for you.
Yes.
Big year for the park.
Yes.
What do we know so far? Can we
I
we
know
give some insight
everything. I know everything.
What can you give
but
us?
I'm not
Can you
going
give
to
us a
tell
nugget?
everything. You know, I think what's
Come on, we're West Virginia guys.
so what will be great about 150? It'll be a total celebration of the entire Cedar Point experience. As a team, when we've talked about it, we want to make sure we celebrate family, that we celebrate the history of the park, and that we talk a little bit about what the park can be in the future. I mean, I think a park of our size, we're the second oldest, but the scale of our park hitting the 150th anniversary is just an amazing milestone. Fortunate to be here for that celebration, and it's going to be a party. It's going to last all year long. And we will celebrate it in just about any way possible. I think a lot of people are looking for the 500-foot roller coaster that goes across the lake.
The rumors are out there.
The rumors, people enjoy the rumors. I like listening to the rumors too. We would already be building something if it was going to be that big. So I think people will be happy to help with us join and kind of celebrate all the memories and the history of Cedar Point, and then talk a little bit about what could come in the future.
A lot of nostalgia coming for the 150, right? I
Definitely.
saw some things about possibly bringing back some old favorites of the park, not necessarily rides, but things that people consumed maybe.
Yeah, definitely. Food items, we've got a lot of feedback on that now, kind of food that people remember from the past. The little plastic fruit vessels with the juice.
That's out there, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of juice exactly was in those when they were here before, so we'll have to figure out how to make those something fun and good potentially. But we'll solicit more feedback from guests during the summer for things like that that are going to be the guests can be involved in helping set the celebration and help us with those things. But this Midway has got such a long history. I talked a little bit about the Coliseum. I think that's a building that we would love to celebrate and leverage a little bit more than we have in the past. And it's going to be a great year. People are going to love coming out to the park in 2020.
So any new rides in 2020 for the 150?
It would be weird to have an anniversary without some kind of ride.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we got that.
Yeah.
There will be some sort of ride launch in 2020. Let's see here. Food, picnic area. Sarah wants to know about are you looking into any vegetarian options? And that's interesting because I feel like the landscape has changed now. A lot of people requesting vegetarian or gluten-free or vegan. How do you kind of keep up with that?
Yeah, we've really changed our food program over the last several years. We've invested in a lot of new facilities. We're opening 2 new restaurants this year. Kind of right behind us here will be Hugo's Italian Kitchen. And it will definitely have a lot of vegetarian options.
I knocked on the door. They're not open yet.
No, they're not going to let you in today. Backbeat Barbecue, which, while it's barbecue, so there's a lot of meat there, but we're trying to put more options like that for guests that have gluten issues or gluten allergies or looking for healthier options. We like to joke. A lot of times people tell us we want healthy options, but when they get here, they eat the funnel cake. They like cheese on the stick and funnel cake. When they get to Cedar Point, it turns into their cheat day.
Yeah.
But we're working with our chefs and our culinary team to continue to provide new type of food items for all of our guests.
Jump back online here. Colin is asking about any chance for all-season lockers.
All-season lockers. So we have an all-season locker program at sister parks that we continue to monitor how that works at their parks. We last year put in a all-day mobile locker program so that you could move from kind of pod of lockers to pod of lockers
Okay.
around the park. That's been more important for our guests, what we've seen so far, because the park is so
So
big.
big, yeah.
Yeah, so when you have like one locker in one place, it's not as convenient for our guests that are riding rides. They like to kind of bounce around. So we put in the mobile locker system last year, and we'll keep an eye on that for the future to see if it makes sense. But the mobile locker's been something our guests asked for more in the past.
So, success so far with that one?
Yes, yes.
Let's see. Nicole is asking if there's anything that can be done about all the bees.
About the bees, so it's
Aren't
fun.
they going extinct?
Yeah, no, we got to take care of the bees. It's an interesting, we call it a vibrant ecosystem here on the Point. The lake is beautiful,
Yeah.
and it's a great vantage for the guests, a great view, but it brings a lot of wildlife. So whether it's bees or muffleheads or seagulls or those things, we try to manage them the best we can while you're in an outdoor experience. It can be
I
a
want to
little bit
ask you,
different.
because I asked Tony when we got here, I
Yes.
heard all the seagulls.
I know,
Is
right?
it white noise to you by now? Are the bees and the seagulls, is it kind of like it's just a part of life you are used to it? Or do you still notice the gulls?
So it's funny because as the season kind of goes and changes, you start to hear them in March as they kind of come back because you get used to them not being around in the
Okay.
winter, and as they go back through their migration, you start to hear them. But in a few weeks, it'll be all screams and rides, and the seagulls are a little ambient noise, but they don't stick out as much as they do now.
Let's see. Tony wants to know if you can hint at any plans, new attractions at 150. We already kind of covered the 150, Tony. Kitty and Monica both want to know if seniors' grandparents who aren't riding rides can get a break on a price.
Yeah, so we have a senior ticket that's available for our guests, so definitely that's something that's available to them. I tell our non-riders, though, the entertainment package that we provide for guests is well worth our price of admission. This year we have over 16 live productions at Cedar Point, so whether it's the new Forbidden Frontier, the show here at the Jack Aldrich Theater, we have a new show this season. Snoopy will be Beach Blanket Beagle. It's Snoopy's first time singing and dancing in one of our indoor theaters, so we're excited to have that show. So I think there's a lot of cool things for folks that maybe aren't riding to experience, but those deals and that pricing is available as well.
What is your favorite part of the park? I mean, we're talking about how big this is, all the different record breakers, the different shows. Is there something that you are drawn to?
It's always tough to say. I do like Frontier Town. I like kind of the change of pace to the park that Frontier Trail provides. The cabins that are there. Maybe it's a West Virginia reminder.
Maybe.
I don't know,
It's almost heaven.
but I enjoy that kind of change of pace when you're back there. And then the two best coasters in the park, in my opinion, are Maverick and Steel Vengeance, that are both back in Frontier Town as well.
Let's see. Ryan wants to know if each of the Maverick trains, or how each of the Maverick trains got their name.
So that happened before my time here at Cedar Point, so I don't know exactly how it happened. I would imagine the GM asked for some ideas and then selected the names that they wanted. I'm sure when we do something new, people have a lot of ideas and share them with me, but I usually get the final say with some corporate partners on what those names will be. On the rides, the corporate partners get a little more involved in consulting on the name for names like on the trains and things. Our team at Cedar Point would name those. So,
Name those?
Yeah.
Tyler asking about live entertainment options. We kind of went through those. Tyler. John asked, what is your favorite employee cornerstone that you believe is most important to the business?
So that's an interesting question. It must be somebody who's working here
It
or
could
has
be.
worked here, right? So all of them are important, but safety, we always talk about our cornerstones to operating the business. It's safety, cleanliness, courtesy, and service, held together by integrity. And all five of them are critical, but with our team, safety is the most important for our associates, for our guests. When people come to Cedar Point, they're thinking about having fun, getting away from daily life. The last thing they want to happen is, even if you can see a lot of orange cones in the midway as we repair cracked concrete, even if it's as simple as that, right? We don't want guests to trip or fall and have their day ruined by something like that. So safety is the thing that's most important to us.
Give me an idea on what the day-to-day process is on a ride. That's something that I can't even fathom. How do you make sure, all right, it's whatever time it is in the morning, we know the park opens at X.
Right.
What do we have to do to make sure that this ride is exactly where it needs to be?
Yeah, so our maintenance team inspects all of our rides every day. So they'll do an overnight checklist. The inspection may change a little bit from day to day on the things that they're looking for, but
Yeah.
each ride will get looked at. Maintenance will inspect it, they'll sign it off, and then it's handed over to our operations team, and the operations team has a checklist too. So they'll run through all the operating checks, check all of the safety mechanisms. Those processes are different for different rides, but they'll test it thoroughly, complete that checklist, sign off on that before we ever put a guest on it. And that includes a test ride too. We'll always have our associates perform test rides on the ride before we put guests on them.
Who signs up for that? Is that everybody? Is that you? When you do the tallest,
It's
fastest,
funny.
who
Yeah,
does that
so
maiden
I
voyage?
like doing the first one after the ride manufacturer. He can ride it, and then I like being next.
You can
a
shake his
close
hand, say,
follower,
"Okay,
right?
you're fine now,
Yeah,
I'll
so
jump on."
close second. So that's a nice luxury, and our associates love to work on those rides. It's part of one of the perks of it.
Yeah.
But then it's sometimes funny, and when I'm doing my pre-checks and you see one of our great associates riding the Snoopy train around doing the Snoopy train test, I always like to thank them and give them a little bit of a hard time
And maybe a
about
sucker
doing that safety
while they're
check.
on there.
Exactly.
Let's see. Daniel asked if there are any updates planned for the ballroom or town hall.
Yeah, I think both of those would be prime candidates for 150th anniversary with the celebration that we should be doing something to help bring those buildings back and help celebrate our anniversary.
Heather wants to know where the Monster Jam experience will be located.
Yeah, that's a great question. Monster Jam will be in our Celebration Plaza area, which is where the Vertical Impact BMX bike show is. Luminosity used to be there in the past.
Okay.
That's where we'll have all of the ride trucks. And then adjacent to that, towards the marina, is where the monster truck ride will be. So you'll actually exit the park to do the monster truck ride over near our Cedar Point Marina.
And you guys got Gravedigger. I mean, when I grew up, I remember
right.
Gravedigger growing up.
Gravedigger. I mean, that's what I think of when I hear monster
Yeah.
trucks, right? You go straight to Gravedigger, and it'll be awesome to be able to. You get a photo op in the park with Gravedigger, and then you can ride in the truck as well. So.
Janine wants to know what's happening in the space where Sandcastle Suites used to be.
Oh, that would be great to tell people what's happening there, but we're not going to yet.
But got a lot of carrots.
I tell you, it is really, that's a great, if you ever go to Lighthouse Point, which is our campground, we have RV sites, cabins, cottages. Sometimes people don't go out there very often unless you're staying there. Last year we started doing some tours out there with some of the bikes on the boardwalk.
Okay.
And we would take people out there, and they're like, wow, it's a completely different feel on the peninsula. You know, you kind of get separated from the park, it's quiet, and when you get all the way to Sandcastle, it's right there where Sandusky Bay and Lake Erie come together. It's just a beautiful spot, and with Sandcastle being removed last year, there's definitely opportunity for some
There's something
development
going on out there.
Yeah, for sure.
How much does safety, we covered that one up. How much does, but here's kind of a bridge off of that. How much does it keep you up at night? It's something you guys check a lot, but is that something you're thinking about as you're laying down? Is that kind of on your mind at all?
That's one of those things people like to ask a lot, right? What keeps you up at night? And I always have a weird answer to that. I sleep really good. I sleep really good because we have such an awesome team.
Yeah.
I do worry about our guests doing things that we don't want them to do, right? There's a little bit of lack of control at some point when it comes to the guests. So I worry about, have we set
With something like the Rock Hall did with letting like a locals free day or anything like that.
Yeah, that's so we do some Erie County kind of promotions with our guests here in Erie County, and that would be something we'll take a hard look at for our anniversary. You know, there's been a lot of ways to visit and enjoy Cedar Point through the 150 years, so I think there's some cool ideas that we could potentially implement for 150.
If your ultimate goal, what is that? If you're looking ahead 10, 15 years down the road, I know that Cedar Point's going to be here long after that, but
right.
you got a lot different directions you can go space-wise. What are you looking at? What would you like to pin this as the legacy of Cedar Point will always be
Yeah. I think what's great about Cedar Point is we have so many legacies. You know, when we've studied the history, it's fun because we started off as, you know, the Queen of American watering places, and it was just the mile-long Cedar Point beach and some hotels, and people came for picnics and fun. And we started adding rides, and then we built Magnum and Millennium, Dragster, set those records for coasters. And I think the future of that is to kind of elevate all of those experiences, right? To be that complete package. I think we have a special place kind of in people's hearts. It's interesting when we talk to guests about what they like best about Cedar Point or what they think our history is. It's always from their first visit, right? The first time they came. And we want to just continue that. We want to be that place where people remember that first visit. They can come together as a family, just like the families that came, you know, in the late 1800s and spent time just on the beach swimming.
Yeah.
But now when you come and strap in on Dragster and go over 400 feet in the air and 120 miles an hour, we just want to keep bringing families together.
I want to end on this. This is one of mine questions for you, and I kind of just want people to know, so this is on the record, because I don't know how to patent anything. You ever thought about doing a roller coaster that goes into the water, like in a clear tube that would go down under?
Tunnel through the water.
Yeah.
So
I don't need the full cut, but if you do that, can I get a...
So we can at least, maybe we'll name the tunnel.
Perfect.
Not the whole
That's all I
ride, but
need.
we'll name
That's
the
all I
tunnel
need.
element after you if we
There we
figure
go.
that out.
But is that ever a thought in going under? Because I know, you keep going higher.
It doesn't take long to find water if you start digging here at Cedar Point. So
Yeah.
we hit it pretty fast being here on Lake Erie. So there's a couple of rides that have coasters that have that kind of experience. So if we thought that it would be compelling to our guests and easy to maintain,
That would probably
that would be
yeah.
an important part of it too, then it would be fun.
Jason, thank you so much for
Yeah,
I'm going
thanks
to
for
end
coming
on
out.
a Let's Be McClure.
There you go. I like it.
And we thank you for being involved in Let's Be Clear.